Hey guys! So I have no makeup on today, and that's because I'm going to be talking about my experience with laser pigmentation. Laser for pigmentation. Laser to remove pigmentation. So it's been 4 weeks since my last treatment at the laser clinic, and my skin has totally healed and it's pretty clear today, so I thought today would be a really good day to do my complete before and after laser kind of transformation video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you photographs of before the treatment, directly after the treatment, and of today, right now, so you can see what my skin was like before, how it looked right after the treatment, and how it looks right now, so how it's healed and how the laser has actually worked for me. At the end of the video I will also be talking about the products that I've been using. So a lot of you have been asking about the sunscreen especially and the mineral makeup that I've been using in a lot of my tutorials, so I will be talking about them later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to hear about that. But first, for those of you that don't know, maybe you haven't seen, but I got laser treatment done for pigmentation. I got the second treatment done 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. I got it done in a clinic in Sydney called By Sia. I had 2 treatments done. I have to say I am so happy with the results. I did make another couple of videos right at the start of my treatment, so the day of my first treatment I recorded before I went to the treatment and how I was feeling. I also recorded during the treatment so you can see what's actually involved, and directly afterwards. So I'll link to that in the description box down below if you want to have a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. So now I'm going to show you the before photographs, and I did show these in my last video, but just to jog your memory again. So here you can see I had a little bit of a breakout on this day, and yeah, not really the most flattering picture of me, but you can see I have got quite a bit of pigmentation. If you look at my full face, if you compare my face to my neck, you can see my face is an awful lot more yellow than my neck, and obviously then I've got a vast amount of freckles, especially around my mouth. It's kind of hard to see them because of the breakouts, but I have really dark freckles around my mouth and on my top lip, and also on my forehead, my cheekbones, everywhere basically, bloody everywhere. So the next picture is directly after the treatment. So you can see a lot of the pigmentation, especially around my mouth, my kind of major area of concern, has gotten very dark. So basically the laser, I don't know, I actually don't know how this works, to be honest. I really probably should, but whatever pigmentation is in your skin gets really dark. It comes to the surface, it scabs, and then it peels off, and it's basically gone. You can see not all of the pigmentation on my skin has darkened, and that was something that I was actually really worried would happen, that I would just be one giant scab, but it's only really the pigment that is sitting in the kind of top surface of the skin that the laser can get to. So all of that pigment that's sitting a little bit deeper, it couldn't get to. So that's why I still have some pigmentation left in my skin, but it just got rid of the really dark freckles. So now these are photos that I took right before I started recording. So this is 4 weeks after my second treatment. So you can see my skin is so much more even. I still do have freckles, but it's just so much more even. There's not like really dark areas. And also a lot of the yellow in my skin has gone. My skin is an awful lot more pink than it used to be, so it looks a little bit younger. One of the side effects of the laser as well is it helps to rejuvenate the collagen in your skin, so it helps to plump it out. So my smile lines around my mouth, they were actually quite deep before I went in, and now 4 weeks later they're still there, but they've definitely plumped out an awful lot more. So that was a side effect I didn't even know was going to happen, and I'm pretty happy about, I must say. So all in all, I am so delighted I got it done. So happy. It's really made me more aware of how sensitive my skin is and how easily it can be damaged by the sun. The clinic that I got it done in, By Sia in Pitt Street in Sydney, amazing, absolutely amazing. Cannot recommend them highly enough. If it's a treatment that you're thinking about doing, I would absolutely recommend them. So I'll link to their website down below, so if you want to have a look, you can have a look. So now I'm going to talk about some of the products that I've been using. So this clinic that I got it done, they also have their own range of skincare and mineral makeup. Sia, the co-owner of the clinic who actually did my treatment, explained to me that the reason that came about, that they brought out their own range of products, was they would have an awful lot of women coming in with one complaint. So say I would come in looking to get rid of my pigmentation, but I also suffer from breakouts. So I get rid of the pigmentation, and then all of a sudden my breakouts look so much more obvious because they're not being camouflaged by my freckles anymore. So I come in and I'm like, I need to get rid of my blemishes now. You know, all of these problems keep coming and coming. So Sia decided to come up with a skincare range that would just get rid of all of the problems in one go. So I didn't have to get any of the skincare if I didn't want to, but she was like, you're gonna want to get it. Like, as soon as your freckles are gone, you're gonna want all of the other problems in your skin to have disappeared as well. So I decided to get the skincare. I'm not gonna lie, this skincare is expensive. Now, unfortunately, they don't have all of the skincare listed, not all the skincare that I'm gonna talk about listed on their online store just yet. It's still all very new. They've just kind of redone their skincare. It's a new range and they're still updating their website. So unfortunately, it's not all up there yet. So I can't check the prices. I can't remember what I paid, but whatever is available I'll link to in the description box, and whenever stuff does become available I'll add links to the description box, so don't worry. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the cleanser. So this is an enzyme wash, so it's packed full of fruit extracts and also lactic acid, so it's a mild non-abrasive exfoliant. It's kind of like a foaming wash. It smells a little bit like washing up liquid, but it's actually fragrance free. Whatever fragrance is in that is just from the fruit extracts. Yeah, it's an excellent face wash. It takes everything off. I don't actually have to take my makeup off separately. This does it. I just double cleanse, so I'll wash twice with this, and it takes absolutely everything off. You can use it on your eye makeup as well, although I don't. It doesn't sting your eyes or anything, but I just find eye makeup remover works better at taking my eye makeup off. But yes, really like it. My skin, I mean, you can see for yourself how much clearer my skin is. And yeah, I definitely think that has a lot to do with this. The next thing is a serum. So this is called Illuminate, and this is the serum that is to try and get rid of any pigmentation that the laser couldn't get to. So anything that was sitting a little bit too deep in the skin, and also to get rid of the pigmentation in areas that the laser couldn't be used. So around my eyes, the laser could only go about as far as your orbital bone here. It doesn't go like in around the eyes. And I have to say it works. It totally works. It doesn't have hydroquinone, which I think some people are really sensitive to, or I don't know, for some reason there's a bit of a bad buzz about that ingredient, but it doesn't have that in it. There's a lot of plant extracts in here. There's mandelic acid, lactic acid. It's probably the acids in it that are like evening out the skin tone. But yeah, just I can tell that this has worked because the pigmentation around my eyes has gotten an awful lot lighter, and that's just not me looking at it. That's the actual photograph of the UV damage in my skin. I can see before and after that it has worked. So if it's working around my eyes, then it must be working everywhere else. So the next thing is called Banquet, and this is an antioxidant serum. And antioxidants, you only use this one at night. It just helps to rejuvenate the skin, it helps to heal it, helps to fight against free radical damage, sun damage, all of that stuff. So it's just like a really powerful like vitamin boost to your skin. So there's that, and then the last one is called Vanish, and this is for my breakouts, and this is 0.5% retinaldehyde, so I presume it's like some class of retinol. I'm nearly out of this. You can see this is much smaller than the other ones, and I'm very nearly out of this, and I am actually going to go buy another one because I think it's been fantastic. Again, you only use it at night time, but you can use it very small amount to spot treat during the day, and yeah, this has been fantastic. Like you can see my skin looks so much better than it did in that before photo, so all of these things are working. The last skincare item I'm going to talk about is the sunscreen, and so many people were asking about this, and this is called Mink. So it is natural moisturizer with zinc. It's a 20% zinc sunscreen, so it's sunblock, it's not a chemical sunscreen. And as Sia explained, she was in one of my videos, I'll link to it down below, she explained that sunblock is the only way that you're going to stop pigmentation from happening. So if you have a physical barrier on the skin that's stopping the sun from getting at it, so whether that be wearing a hat, just being in the shade, or using zinc. Zinc is a physical sunblock. There's a few different zinc type sunscreens that are after coming out that aren't like that thick white pasty kind of zinc. A lot of people don't like wearing zinc sunscreens because they're so thick and, you know, they make your skin look white. A lot of new ones have come out where they're micronized, so they've made the zinc very small, so that you don't see it on the skin. But the problem with that is it gets absorbed by the skin because it's that small, and then you end up with zinc in your bloodstream. And we need zinc in our body, but not that type of zinc. It's different. So they have come up with a way to not have it look really white on the skin. I'll show you. But keep the particles big enough that it doesn't get absorbed. So it still stays on the skin, it stays on the surface of the skin, it doesn't get absorbed. So you can see there's no like white cast on that at all. So this is the sunscreen that I've been using every morning. I don't use moisturizer, I don't need to. It is actually quite hydrating by itself. Yeah, so I've been using that every day, and you can see I've had it for how long? 7 weeks. Yeah, 7 weeks, and I've used about half of it. So yeah, you get 3 months out of it, which is pretty good for an everyday moisturizer. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is the makeup. So I got this guy. It is their mineral makeup. I've been using this in pretty much all of my tutorials. I absolutely love it. So it's the same idea. It's a mineral makeup, same idea as the sunscreen. This will add a sunblock to your face as well. Mineral makeup, the particles are too big to be absorbed by the skin, so it just sits on top of the skin. It doesn't actually go into the skin. So sitting on top, it reflects the light, so it helps to protect your skin. Aside from all of that, aside from the fact that it is like an excellent sunscreen and it's good for your skin, it's just a beautiful makeup. It's really, really nice. It's sheer to full coverage depending on how heavy you apply it. It doesn't look powdery, like there is a little bit of a sheen to it. It's just a really lovely mineral foundation, and it's baked, it's solid, it's a cake. It's not like a loose powder, which I think is fantastic. And you know, you get your little mirror with it as well. So there are 5 shades available. This is the lightest one. This is called Limestone. So they all have different names. I would think of it as light, there's light, medium, dark, dark. So you can have a look. These I know for sure are $55. And they are definitely up on the website, so you can go have a look at them if you want to see what color will suit you. But yeah, I really, for an everyday foundation, I love this. Love. So there you go, guys. I hope that wasn't too boring, but I know a lot of people have been asking how I got on, and I just wanted to show you my complete kind of before and after. And also a lot of people were asking about the skincare and the makeup and all that stuff, so just thought I would share it with you. So really hope you enjoyed it, guys. As I said, I'll have the rest of the videos linked in the description box if you want to go back and see how the laser was done, and also my Q&A with Sia, the owner of the clinic. I'll also have linked to any of the products that are available on the store, the online store. I will link to them down below. I'll also link to my Twitter, my Facebook, my blog, all of that kind of stuff if you want to check out any of them. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon. Bye!